Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 13 of the HNE Pod. So basically, we've been doing these niche podcasts, but for reasons I won't get into, we're gonna pause that for a while, and we're just gonna focus on just kind of basically take it back to basics a little bit, for the sake of just getting things moving forward. But so I'm joined by Connor. How are you doing, man?
I am grinding through lovely weather outside. I was freezing my butt off this morning. Went a nice jog. It was a good time.
How was your Thanksgiving? Just like briefly, you don't have to go into like super detail.
Pretty good. I was actually against the norm a little bit.
Really?
We had we had beef tenderloin. Yeah.
What?
No. Yeah, it wasn't turkey this year.
Okay.
Tenderloin, and my family's had the recipe for like the past 20 years, so that was pretty good. I got really fat, and yeah, it was a good time.
We all did. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and greens, and I mean, honestly, it was heaven. I had so much. And my grandpa likes cooking, but he likes not only having like pumpkin pie and like sweet potato pie, like those things, but he also likes making cake. So we had like either pie as an option or like coconut cake. It was, I mean, I can't complain, It's great.
Do you have any alcoholic beverages with it?
I actually didn't because I was driving.
Oh, you saint. Not condoning that. I had a bunch of, what did I have? I had a bunch of red wine and beer. It was good times. It's delicious.
Yeah. I also watched the Washington football team beat the Cowboys.
That was nuts. That game
no coincidence to me wearing this, but
Capitals.
Yeah, I mean, I am a Washington fan. I'm not going to lie, But anyways, for those who are listening, hopefully you guys didn't click out and get bored because we haven't talked about movies or pop culture, TV stuff yet. But in this episode, we're going to talk about The Mandalorian, of course, because how can you not after that latest episode with Ahsoka and just so much, not even world building, just hinting to things. And, the child has a name now. No Baby Yoda is now Grogu. Grogu, right? It's like Grogu.
Grogu. I'm not sure how I feel about the name. There'll probably be some backstory where I'll be like, let me rescind that statement on Grogu or Grogu. But
I mean, I'm just surprised we got a Master Yoda. We got a Yaddle. I'm surprised there's no Y's in the name, like a Yagu or something. But after we talk about The Mandalorian, we're going to get into Hawkeye. They're filming that now as of when we're recording this. And also it's been confirmed from the set photos that Haley Steinfeld, who was in Pitch Perfect, she was in Bumblebee, True Grit, for those who, watched her all the way from the beginning. I think she got an Oscar nomination for it too, but she's officially been revealed for Kate Bishop. Just in the set photos, they haven't done a press release yet. They're probably saving that for like a trailer or, make like a big, break the internet kind of reveal. After that, we're going to talk about these Black Panther 2 news that reportedly came out from a scooper. And then we're going to end it off with some more Mandalorian stuff, talk about the potential spin-off applications of this recent Mandalorian season, and specifically the last episode. But getting into the first discussion, everything comes full circle. We start with Mandalorian, we end with Mandalorian. That is the way. But so with the Mandalorian, this season has thrown a lot at everybody. We started off thinking we were going to get Boba Fett stuff. We ended up getting Bo-Katan stuff and Mandalore stuff, and now we're getting Ahsoka. And we knew Ahsoka was coming. We didn't know Grand Admiral Thrawn was going to be name dropped the way he was.
That was a
which kind of implicates Ezra Miller as well. So what spin-offs do you think we are getting in the future? Like, what do you think is being set up here?
I think we go on and on this, but I think first thing we're going to see, Ahsoka, number one. Definitely get a spin-off Ahsoka. Boba Fett. Maybe Thrawn. How they tie that in. And then doing a spin-off on top of just like the Bo-Katan's clan. I can see that spin-off as well. Those are like the quick ones right there. And that's not even touching into Oh man, like Obi-Wan and all the other ones that were up there.
Well, they're already doing Obi-Wan. I think they're actually going to film that soon. But actually, really quick, to read a quote from Rosario Dawson, who played Ahsoka. She says, "I would love the opportunity to play Ahsoka again in the future. I think it's so cool that the show exists. I think it's so cool that I got to show up and give information about this character, the child, that everyone's loved so much. You know, that she was not so much showing up as a cameo, but really being a storytelling device for new fans that have fallen in love with yet another new character that we're going to see grow. Little Grogu is just amazing." So that's what she said. So I don't know. Oh, there's my cat.
There he is.
I guess that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, just quick little cameo. But I think an Ahsoka spinoff would be great. The cool thing about that was Rosario Dawson is you can easily see her doing a movie or a TV show.
Yep.
So it's kind of like you have some neat flexibility there. I really think, honestly, I don't think she needs a spinoff show. I think the spinoff movie would work out, like a standalone Disney Plus exclusive film. But if you do a Ahsoka show, see, all right, here's my confusion. I gotta be honest. How does this fit with the epilogue ending of Rebels?
Yeah, how does it slide? It's pretty much because it ended with Sabine.
Yeah, and they left looking for Ezra.
Ezra Bridger. So, where the heck is Sabine? That's the first question on top of my head. Where's this one lady from Thrawn's like secondary person that they were fighting just in the previous episode? How's she come into play?
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell's Ezra? Have been gone for like how many years at this point, or like how much time has even passed between this portion? Like
so this show is 5 minutes. 5 years. I thought after the fall of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Rebels is before.
It was before, and then you have to take into account there's the time period of the show going on, like season 1 to season 2. Like how many years have passed, and they haven't really delved into. Because remember when they go back and they see his friends back on the bounty hunter world, pretty much. Like how much time has passed in forever.
Well, they said, I know the epilogue is supposed to be right after episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's confusing, because in theory, you would think that means Ahsoka appearing in Mandalorian like she did has to be after she had already left, presumably went on this quest to find Ezra and either found Ezra or didn't find Ezra. But to not find Ezra and know that Grand Admiral Thrawn's back. And I mean, you don't even have to know that. It's obvious he's back if you still have people working for him.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a lot of dots there, and it's not clearly connecting, and it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
Which maybe requires an Ahsoka spinoff.
Yeah. That's why I was saying number 1 there, and for all the fans too, like they would love that. Anyone Clone Wars fans like Ahsoka for the most part. That and Captain Rex. Then again, we haven't seen Captain Rex yet.
No, exactly. We still have to do that setup. That's nuts. Yeah. And then I heard some rumors that we might get Cal from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Some people think he might appear. And like a lot of people think when Ahsoka said, like, someone might have, come basically get baby Grogu, it might be a Jedi or maybe not. A lot of people were like, it's going to be Ezra, it's going to be Cal, maybe Luke. I don't think it's going to be Luke, because I think in canon, Luke was exploring the galaxy, trying to find Jedi artifacts and basically information on how he should do a new Jedi temple. Mm-hmm. I think around this time, even though I think it'd be cool if he appeared
for a second or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't think they're going to go that way, because I think that'd be bad for the Mandalorian, if I'm being honest, because a part of the whole interesting aspect is that it's not attached to all that stuff, not that baggage. It's separated from that baggage of the movies, and it's its own thing. I mean, it's in the same story, of course, overall, but I mean, it's like its own separate part of it, exploring the things that the movies haven't explored and we haven't seen before. So I kind of hope they don't go too mainstream, if that makes sense. Or yeah, like too secular, too mainstream to like where the movies are and stuff, because we've already seen that.
Yeah. New mindset, new show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, what other spinoffs? I'm really hoping, like, really crossing my fingers, that we get a Grand Admiral Thrawn centric TV show, which innately makes me think Ezra. Like, can you imagine the space adventures of Ezra and Thrawn? Because it had to be really awkward after like the end of Rebels, where like they get shot out in space. Like it's just the two of them, pretty much.
Also, here's my question too: when you're in hyperspace, all the glass is broken in space.
Well, Ezra was using the Force though, so he was probably like
you're holding the Force though to like stop the
Leia
space, like get all the air.
Leia did it.
Yeah, Leia. I did not.
And Ezra has more training than Leia in theory.
True.
Even though, of course, Leia is like the child of Jesus, basically. Yeah. So
in the Star Wars universe, yeah. I think that'd be interesting to see that. Yeah, it would be very awkward. I think it would be a good. I want to see that scene. I think it'd be hilarious. That one.
What would be really interesting is before we wrap this up because we're almost out of time, but I think it'd be really interesting if something they've shown before is like Thrawn definitely has no problem respecting his enemies. Yeah. And they've done a storyline before where Thrawn and Anakin work together.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be shocked if maybe Ezra and Thrawn, like they would have to explain it, of course, to a lot of people, but maybe over time they became basically allies to a certain extent. Like they came to understand each other in the situation they're in and became allies. And it'd be interesting to me to see maybe Thrawn isn't fighting against Moff Gideon to rebuild the Empire or anything like that, but basically to just wipe it out and to make sure the Empire doesn't come back to power. Because if we want to connect, I guess, a little bit to the Legends stuff, or not even Legends, but even the stuff they've said about Thrawn in the new canon, part of the reason he was sent to the then Republic, now Empire, is to kind of scout them out to see whether they are worthy of being allied with the Chiss ascendancy, or whether they're a threat that should be internally basically sabotaged and weakened. So it'd be really interesting to see if maybe Thrawn is back with his people, the ascendancy and everything, and he's still having influences on Imperial remnants for that purpose, to make sure they don't come back together and pose a threat, which obviously Moff Gideon might pose a threat too, considering what he's trying to do, which is, I guess, rebuild the Empire.
I could see working together potentially happening as well, because we've seen it before, especially with Filoni's the way he's done most of
the way.
Yeah, this is the way. We've seen him before doing it with Zed and the ISB agent when they're stuck on the ice moon. So yeah. I could definitely see that happening again, but to what extent? That's the real question. Is Thrawn going to be suddenly go fully light side, with Ezra, or is he going to be? Yeah, that's something to get explored as well. So yeah, that's good thoughts.
All right, so I guess before we wrap it up, then, so our spinoffs we're getting is Boba Fett, Ezra, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Captain Rex. Am I missing anyone?
Captain Rex. Was it the cat?
Yeah.
I'd say those are the main ones off the top of my head.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, thanks for checking out this episode of the podcast. They'll be cranking out more regularly, so definitely check them out. Also, check out the links for the audio-only versions, which would be if you're checking out the video version on YouTube, the audio-only link for Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, they'll be in the description. Let us know what the way is in terms of the types of topics we should take on going forward. And also let us know in terms of, depending on what segment you're listening to, for The Mandalorian, what spinoffs do you think this season is actually building towards? Not just the possibilities, but like actually what we'll probably get. For Hawkeye, let us know what your thoughts are on Haley Steinfeld officially finally being revealed, whether it's unofficial or not, as Kate Bishop, and those implications going forward for Young Avengers and all that stuff. And for that Black Panther 2 scoop with massive grains of salt, what do you think about that? I know Mikey Sutton's track record isn't picture perfect, so definitely feel free to be extremely reluctant on it. But what way do you think they should go about for Black Panther 2? And with all that said and done, Connor, I'll let you have a final say.
Comment below. Looking forward to everyone's thoughts. Thumbs up.